Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Manahil Mojobali. I am a student of Rehan School, Korangi Campus. Today I am with Vapi. So let's welcome our guest and learn something new with her.
Hey,
So hey Vapi,
nice
how
to
are
meet you.
you?
I am, yeah. All right. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How can I help you today?
My question is I have some question for you. So I will ask you some questions. So my first question is for you.
Sure thing.
What?
Go ahead. Shoot.
Okay. My question is for you.
I'm ready and waiting for your first
Today I am
question.
asking you very common questions like how does the internet and AI work?
The classic questions. Well, the internet is like a giant web of connected computers, and AI is like the brain of a computer that can learn and make decisions. Put them together, and you've got a pretty powerful combo.
Alright, can you explain more?
Sure thing. The internet allows different devices to connect and communicate with each other using various protocols and technologies. AI, on the other hand, refers to algorithms and models that enable machines to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence, such as understanding natural language, recognizing patterns, and making autonomous decisions. When these two come together, AI can leverage the vast amount of data available on the internet to learn and make informed decisions. It's like having access to a massive library of information and being able to analyze it in real time.
Alright, that's really fantastic answer. Thank you so much for your answer. So now let's move on to the next question. How no, what
You're
is the purpose of art?
the age-old question. The purpose of art is, well, subjective. It can be to evoke emotions, express ideas, or simply to beautify our surroundings. Art has been a way for humans to communicate and connect for thousands of years, and it continues to inspire and challenge us today.
Okay. Can you please explain how
Any other
airplanes stay in the air?
news? The magic of flight. Well, airplanes stay in the air through a combination of lift, thrust, drag, and weight. The wings of an airplane create lift as air flows over and under them, while the engines provide thrust to move the plane forward. The plane's shape and design also help reduce drag, and its weight is balanced to keep it airborne. It's like a delicate dance of physics and engineering up there.
Alright, can you explain more?
I mean, sure, the wing design, known as an airfoil, is specially shaped to create a pressure difference between the top and bottom surfaces, which generates lift. Meanwhile, the engines propel the plane forward, and the plane's weight is counteracted by the lift force. It's all about finding that perfect balance of forces to keep the plane cruising through the sky.
Okay, alright. How do some people have different blood types?
If you have
Can you hear me?
welcome to Vapi. I'm an assistant that you can talk to like a person. So, how's your day going?
My day going is good. Thank you for asking.
Glad to hear that. Anything I can help with today? Whether it's scheduling appointments, finding information, or just having a chat, I'm here for you.
Why do some people have different blood types?
Well, it all comes down to genetics. Different blood types, like a B, AB, and O, are determined by the presence or absence of certain antigens on the surface of red blood cells. It's pretty fascinating stuff.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
How do solar panels
you got it.
generate
If,
electricity?
well, solar panels work by converting sunlight into electricity through a process called the photovoltaic effect. When sunlight hits the solar panels, it excites the electrons in the silicon cells, creating a flow of electricity. It's like magic, but with science.
Can you explain in 10 points?
1. Solar panels are made up of photovoltaic cells, typically composed of silicon. 2. When sunlight hits the solar panel, it excites the electrons in the silicon cells. 3. The excited electrons create a flow of electricity, generating a direct current DC. 4. The direct current then flows through an inverter, which converts it into alternating current AC that can be used in homes and businesses. 5. This electricity can then be used to power appliances, lights, and other electrical devices. 6. Any excess electricity can be stored in batteries for later use. 7. Solar panels do not need direct sunlight to generate electricity and can still produce power on cloudy days. 8. The efficiency of solar panels can vary based on factors like the angle of sunlight and the quality of the panels. 9. Solar panels are a clean and renewable source of energy, making them environmentally friendly. 10. Using solar panels can help reduce electricity bills and reliance on non-renewable energy sources. There you go. 10 points just like you asked for.
All right. How do we experience
Cool.
jet lag?
Experience what exactly? Can you be a bit more specific?
How do 3D printers work?
3D printers work by creating three-dimensional objects layer by layer using a process called additive manufacturing. It all starts with a digital 3D model of the object you want to print. Then, the 3D printer reads this model and starts to build the object by laying down material layer by layer, typically using plastic, metal, or resin. Each layer fuses together with the previous layer, gradually building up the object. It's pretty amazing how technology has advanced, right?
Yeah, right. Thank you so much for your answer. Um,
Absolutely.
how do some people have
No problem at all.
phobias?
Well, phobias can develop from a combination of genetic, environmental, and psychological factors. Some people may be genetically predisposed to anxiety or fear, making them more susceptible to developing phobias. Environmental factors, such as traumatic experiences or learned behavior, can also contribute to the development of phobias. In some cases, phobias may be a result of unresolved psychological conflicts. It's a complex mix of nature and nurture. Really.
All right, really fantastic answer. Thank you so much for your answer.
Thank
Now let's move on to next
You're
question.
welcome.
How do volcano erupt?
Sure. I think you may be referring to volcanoes erupting. Volcanic eruptions occur when magma from within the Earth's mantle is expelled onto the surface. The buildup of pressure causes the magma to be released explosively, along with gases and ash. This Vapi. I'm an assistant that you can talk to like a person. So, how's your day going?
My day going is good.
That's great to hear. Anything specific you need help with today?
Yes, I want to ask you some questions.
Sure thing. Fire away with your questions. I'm all ears.
Okay. How do real
Um,
fights start?
well, fights can start for a variety of reasons. It could be due to a misunderstanding, a disagreement, or just someone's bad mood. What's important is trying to resolve conflicts peacefully. You know?
No, I don't know. Can you please explain more?
Sure thing. Fights can start when there's a disagreement or misunderstanding between people. It could be about anything from who ate the last piece of pizza to more serious issues. Sometimes, it's just a clash of personalities or someone having a bad day. It's important to address conflicts calmly and respectfully to find a resolution. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Great! If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. I'm here to help.
Sure. My next question is for you. What is the universe expanding? Why?
Yeah. Well, the universe is expanding because, um, it just can't help itself. It's like it's trying to show off how big it can get. But scientists think it's actually due to something called dark energy, which is kind of mysterious and makes up a big chunk of the universe. It's causing the expansion to speed up, which is pretty wild if you ask me.
Okay, thank you so much for your answer.
You're welcome. If you have any more burning questions or just feel like chatting, I'm here for ya.
Alright, that's very wonderful. Thank you. My next question is for you.
You're
Why
very
do some food taste sweet
sure
while
thing.
others are bitter?
Good question. The taste of food depends on a lot of factors, like the ingredients, cooking methods, and personal preferences. Some foods taste sweet or savory because of their natural flavors or added seasonings. Others might taste bitter due to certain compounds or if they're overcooked. I mean, it's a bit of a mystery, but a delicious one, don't you think?
No.
Fair enough. Taste can be subjective, after all. If you have any more questions or need help with anything else, feel free to ask.
Sure, my next question is for you. How do GPS system work?
Well, GPS works by using a network of satellites that orbit the Earth. These satellites send out signals that are picked up by GPS receivers, like the one in your phone. The receiver uses the signals from multiple satellites to triangulate your exact position on the Earth's surface. It's like being tracked by a bunch of space rocks in the sky, but in a really helpful way. GPS has become an essential tool for navigation and location based services. So that's the basic idea. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask.
Who finds GPS?
The GPS system was developed and is maintained by the United States government, specifically the Department of Defense. They launched the first GPS satellite in 1978 and have been expanding and improving the system ever since. So next time you use GPS to find your way to a new restaurant, you can thank the US government for getting you there. If you have more questions, feel free to ask.
Can you tell me which currency are important?
Currency import regulations vary by country. I'm an assistant that you can talk to like a person. So, how's your day going?
My day going is good. My question is for you.
Haha.
How do we hear sound?
Whoa. Good question. So, sound is basically just vibrations in the air. When something makes a noise, like a speaker or a person talking, it creates these vibrations. Then, those vibrations travel through the air and hit your eardrum, which sends signals to your brain. And voila, you hear the sound. Pretty cool, right?
My next question is for you. How does the human digestive
Oh,
system work?
you mean the human nervous system, right? Well, the human nervous system is like the body's messaging system. It's made up of the brain, spinal cord, and a network of nerves. It helps us sense the world around us and control our body's movements. It's like the body's very own Wi Fi network, sending messages back and forth all the time. Pretty neat, huh?
Um, why stars twinkle?
Well, twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Hey, are we doing a sing along now?
Can you please sing a song about Twinkle Twinkle Little Star?
I'm happy to sing for you. However, I'm not able to generate audio or transcribe songs due to copyright restrictions. But I can certainly help with lyrics or discuss the song's history or meaning. Let me know how I can assist.
Yeah, sure.
Great! If you have any other questions or need assistance with anything else, feel free to ask. I'm here to help.
How do electric cars work?
Electric cards. Do you mean electric cars?
No, I'm saying how.
Oh, electric cards. Oh, I see. I think you might be referring to electric cards as in electronic payment cards. These cards work by storing information on a microchip or magnetic stripe. When you make a payment, the card communicates with the card reader, and the information is transmitted to the payment network for authorization. It's a pretty cool process, allowing for quick and secure transactions.
Why ocean is salty?
The ocean is salty because of the dissolved minerals and salts that get washed into it from the land. Over millions of years, the rain has been carrying tiny amounts of mineral salts from the rocks and soil into the ocean. These salts are left behind when the water evaporates, making the ocean salty. It's kind of like nature seasoning for the water.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. I'm here and ready to assist you.
Can you please explain more? Why is the ocean salty?
Sure. So, when rain falls, it erodes rocks and soil, carrying small amounts of mineral salts with it. This water then flows into rivers and eventually makes its way into the ocean. Over time, the water evaporates, leaving the mineral salts behind. This process repeats for millions of years, gradually increasing the salinity of the ocean. It's like a never ending seasoning process, making the ocean salty.
Why do we yawn?
Well, there isn't a single agreed upon reason why we yawn, but there are a few theories out there. Some suggest that yawning helps to cool the brain, while others think it's a way to regulate the body's oxygen and carbon dioxide levels. Another theory is that yawning helps to increase alertness and arousal by bringing in more oxygen and removing excess carbon dioxide. So basically, it's like the body's way of hitting the refresh button. Welcome to Vapi. I'm an assistant that you can talk to like a person. So, how's your day going?
My day going is good. Can you please explain us how computer understand coding?
Hey there. I'm actually Vapi, not Diego, but that's okay. So, let's talk about how computers understand coding. Well, you know how we humans use language to communicate with each other? Similarly, computers understand coding through programming languages, which are like their own special form of communication. When we write code using a programming language, the computer can understand and execute those instructions to perform various tasks. It's like giving your computer a set of rules to follow so it can do what you want it to do. Pretty cool, right? Um, does that make sense?
हाँ अच्छा